So this was a cool question. It was something that I've seen videos on this and I never really paid it any mind because I didn't realize, but there's a lot of people that ask this question or think about this, and I'll put the question up on the screen. But in the video I posted the other day, someone was asking, like, how are you comfortable on camera talking? And I never really think about it because it's been so long. Again, I started making videos in 2016 on Instagram. And if you somehow go back in my, digital history book, as it is at this point, on IG, all my posts are still there. There's like 4,500 posts on my IG. If you watch the first videos, my voice sounds different. My demeanor is different. And I look back and I kind of cringe at it because I'm like, wow, I was like super, not just awkward, but just the way I was talking almost felt like it was forced because I was worried more than anything. And I think the biggest issue that people have, and the first thing that I'll say is, if you're going to be a person that speaks on camera, especially in the beginning, you can't be afraid to look stupid or say something stupid because it's bound to happen unless you are reading from a script, which people do. Now, if you make content, there are a lot of people who make content, you may not know this, but there are teleprompter devices. You can use one on your iPhone. You can use them by buying a teleprompter. I have a few teleprompters that I use, but I use it more because I have an issue where if I'm using certain cameras, they have articulating screens that come out to the side. Some of them are like top flipping, but all of mine are side. And I have an issue sometimes with looking off to make sure that I'm in frame, especially when I'm doing cooking videos or food videos. I hold a lot of food up to the screen a lot, and sometimes I'm like checking if the autofocus is there, if it's focusing on the food, and that can make it look like I'm looking off to the side. So my solution to that, with this I don't have that issue because this camera it's an Osmo Pocket 3, and the camera, the screen is like a little bit underneath, so you can't tell when I'm looking at the screen or at the camera. But looking at the camera has been an issue for me because I'm always worried about that. I've had times where I've lost footage because of it, and I can't retake videos when I'm doing food videos because you have no choice. But you can't be afraid to look stupid. You're going to say things sometimes where you may misspeak, and you can go back and edit that in post or something like that. But a lot of people, they're going to nitpick at every single word that you say when they're listening to you. So if you misspeak or say something incorrectly, you're going to get people tagging the timestamp and being like, oh, well, you said this wrong at 3:50. It's not this. You spoke. That's just going to come with the territory. But the biggest thing that helped me more than anything is, well, two things. Number one, believe it or not, I talk to myself a lot, and I've done it more since I've made content because I'm almost practicing. I just get used to having monologue, just talking about things. Just if I see something, I will begin to speak about it and just kind of articulate it because I had to get used to articulating things that I'm either seeing or tasting or doing. So say I saw like a weird car, I will immediately start talking about the car and try to talk about it for a couple of minutes just so I know that I have things to say about basically anything, and that's really helped me. But the best thing that you can do if you want to be comfortable talking on camera is really simple. Practice. Don't show it to anybody, especially if you're in the beginning. You don't want to look dumb. I can completely understand that, but just turn your camera on. You can use your iPhone, get a tripod, turn the camera on, and just find a subject and start trying to talk about it. It could be kittens. I don't care what it is, but just find a subject and begin to try to articulate things about kittens. In the beginning, it will feel stupid. You'll begin to mumble over your words or stumble over your words. I just did, being completely honest. I didn't mean to say mumble. And over time, that will become more comfortable. It's like anything else. The more time you spend in front of a camera, the more comfortable you will be with just talking. 99.9. I haven't done a scripted video since my entire career as a content creator. I just talk. And it's easy for me at this point to do that because I've had plenty of practice. The other thing that really helped me was live streaming. When I first started on Instagram, I used to do live streams for people. And when you're live streaming and you're interacting with an audience, it can be a little bit easier because they're giving you material to go off. So someone says something, you can just reply to the question or read the question and then talk about that. But it allows you when you're live, because there's no second takes, to get more comfortable just saying things and going off of the cuff like I do. again, if you're making content or presentations or things like that, then practice with a teleprompter. Write a script. That's what most of these people that are making those long form videos, they have a script, they go, and they just, the prompters are, there's apps that are really cheap these days where I think CapCut, even like on your phone, has one where it'll just show the words across the screen, and as you start talking, it will scroll up and down. Or you can buy a teleprompter that is an iPhone based, that, you know, you can get one for like 40, 50 bucks these days, and it will give you the words so that you get used to just reading off of the screen. The more you get used to reading off of the screen, the easier it is to read and not look like you're reading, because that's a tough skill that some people don't have either, but that's how TV anchors do it too. But practice, listen to yourself, listen to your voice, just listen to, am I enunciating my words correctly? Am I saying things like audibly where people can hear me? And sometimes even for myself, what I started doing is what I just did right there, without even realizing it. I will stop and give myself a little bit of a pause to find the words that I'm properly trying to convey. One of my issues is, being from New Jersey, I have an accent where people will point that out. I don't care about the accent, but the other thing is, around here, people talk fast. And I've been trying to work on that. It's still a work in process, because sometimes people are like, oh, bro talks so fast and I can't understand him. That's legible. You know, that's feasible. That could happen, especially if you're from other places. But here, everything we do is fast. Everything we do, we talk fast, we walk fast, you know. And everything here is just kind of fast paced. So that's something that here, I don't ever get told I talk too fast. But on social media, especially from people not from around here, I get told that all the time. So if people have this dude just, oh, he's spitting. I'm at a red light. He stopped to spit in his car. If you don't know, I'm sure you know this by now, but my camera is on a thing like for a dash cam. So I'm not looking at it. So I'm sure people know that. I'm not like just driving around holding a camera. But yeah, those are the things that really help me. But just like anything else, the more you do something, the more you'll get comfortable doing it. You just have to practice. And that's the short form. But I tried to give some ways that you can, you know, help that you can help accelerate that process or get better at it. It's like anything, man. You just got to practice. I hope that helped. If someone, maybe we'll do some Q&As where I can do videos that kind of answer questions, because it's something that people want to see. And I know there's people that are interested in this. I watched a video where a guy was doing it. He was practicing talking on camera and making eye contact with the camera, because that's the other thing. I don't have to right now, but in certain videos, you do have to make eye contact with the camera. So you have to focus on a part of the screen. It's the same thing when you're having conversations with people in real life. Some people can't look you in the eye. You just got to practice. You know, one of the things I heard with that is, I don't have an issue. I'll look at you. But one of the things I heard with that is that you can focus like on their nose. Just look at their nose, because it looks like you're looking at their eyes. But those are just some things that I said. I'm actually on the way to the movies right now. I'm going to put a video up about this. It might be up before this, I'm not sure. But I'm going to see Sinners. I was really excited to see this. Normally, I will not go to a matinee to go see, but this is something that it was so hyped up. I've seen so many different videos on it. I watched a video where Ryan Coogler was explaining aspect ratios to people and how different like film reels work, and you know how it worked in IMAX versus this, that, and the third. And I'm actually going to a different theater than I normally go to, because I'm going to see it on IMAX. I am really excited to see this. Like, I really am. And from what I heard, you have to go see it on IMAX. So I hope the chairs are comfortable, because I like my recliners when I usually go to the movies. But that's what I'm doing today. There will be a video out ASAP about the movie. I heard just so many damn good things about it. So we shall see. But anyway, let me go do that. I did want to talk about that. I did this video in literally like actually 2 takes. One of them, the video accidentally stopped. So let me go in and see this movie. My voice just cracked because I got something in my throat. Let me go see this movie, and I will be back with y'all ASAP. But that was a good question.